So today we're going to go over horses, and we're going to do break a horse, tame a horse, and keep a horse. While we're doing that, we'll talk about tips and tricks for different things. So here we have the White Arabian horse. It's a very rare horse. It's the best in the game. Whenever you get time, I suggest going and get it sooner than later. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the RDR2 method to break this horse instead of the RDR1 method. We're going to get close to it, we're going to get off our horse, and we're going to start walking to it. You hold that left trigger to lock on to that horse, and every time you see that bar in the bottom right above the name, if that starts dropping, smash that X button real quick. Just boom. And keep doing it. Keep approaching, but if it does drop that bar, stop approaching, hit X, continue your approach. As you can see, we're pretty close to it right there. I did do a calm because it was rearing up. So we're going to move on it again. We got to keep approaching. And we're close enough now we can actually break the horse. So here we go. We're going to do that. So you hop on. That left stick's your best buddy because you're going to be pulling that left stick whatever direction the horse is not going. So if it's running forward, you pull back. If it's running left, you pull right. Always keep pressure on that left stick or you will get bucked. Keep in mind, most horses don't go backwards when you're breaking them. So the best option is to hold down at all times and lean towards the left or right depending on which way the horse is going. So we have successfully broken this horse, and we're going to take it to the stables in Valentine since that's the closest stables. Here we go, we're going to show you where Valentine's at. You can take it to any stable, but this is the closest and it is the easiest because until you saddle this horse, it's going to fight you at all times. So we'll talk about, while we're going here, it's a long trip. It'll take about 5 minutes because of this horse. But what we're going to talk about first is bonding with your horse. Level 1 will come usually right about when you put the saddle on the new horse, it'll go to a level 1. What you can do with level 1 is basically you can use your horse. It doesn't really give any special perks. Level 2, you get the power to rear using right button and hitting A while your horse is stationary. Your horse will rear. It's actually pretty good. Like if you've got wolves coming after you and you're stuck in a corner, rear your horse and 9 times out of 10 those wolves will run. Or that mountain lion will run. But don't try it with a bear. That ends badly. So, we're talking about the next thing, which is level 3. Level 3, you can start doing pit turns and skidding stops. So you can take tight corners pretty easily, and if you're running into a wall or something, you can skid stop and it'll stop you from doing that. Level 4 is the top level of your horse bonding. You don't go any higher than 4, although your horse will continue to grow after level 4 bonding. It allows you to do PFs, which lets you drift. You basically hold X while you're running and pull a direction on the left stick, left or right, and your horse will kind of stutter over there and take a better turn. So that's horse bonding. Here we'll go into the next step of horses, which is their cores. Your horse does have a core, so you need to keep those cores full, just like Arthur. And the more you feed your horse, actually the more muscle and fat it'll get, but you don't want to feed your horse too much. So the best things to feed your horse to fill the cores. You can get easily at the stable. You can go to the provision section and buy these all. Hay, carrots, beets, sugar cubes, all that stuff you can buy at the stable, and they all usually fill that core pretty full. So you just saw me there. I stabbed the horse with a potent horse stimulant, which what that does is it fills my horse's stamina bar as well as fortifying it, which means I will not drain that core for a certain amount of time until that fortification is off. It's very handy when you're trying to get somewhere fast and you want to get there really quick and you want to go really far, because you can pop horse stimulants as your horse is running and just keep burning that stamina. Arthur has such things too, and we'll talk about that in a different video. So here we are, we're already about halfway to Valentine. Here we'll see some of the unruliness I was talking about with these horses when you first get them. So that's right there. I was fighting the horse the whole time, and it happens again. That guy would have got shot if it wasn't a different situation, because I don't like people back-talking me in this game. So, Another thing we'll talk about is horse breeds. There's tons of different horse breeds. I believe there's like 12 to 20, somewhere in there. There's a lot of horse breeds. They're all found in different locations. I found it a real big pain to try and find them. In fact, I know the spawn for this horse. That's the only reason I found this one. But what you can do is you can go out, go to a specific spot. For instance, up in the Heartland, you can get Tennessee Walkers and the Wild Mustang in the same area. So, in a situation like that, you can go there, you can find these horses, break them, and then you can either keep them or sell them. You can break any horse in the game. Selling a horse can be a good source of money, but most of the time it's not, unless you're selling this horse right here. Selling this horse is $26. Some breeds are better than others, obviously. This, like I said, is the best horse in the game. It's the rarest horse in the game. It's awesome. So if you get a chance to go get it, go get it. It is a little bit hard to find at first, so you'll take some training, but you'll get it. But other breeds of horses, like for instance Tennessee Walker is what you start with. So Arthur Morgan starts with as his horse. It is a decent horse. It'll get you from where you need to go. You don't need this horse, even though I highly suggest you get it. Just because it's the best doesn't mean it's right for you. Some horses handle easier, some horses are faster, some horses take more shots. It's all up to you. So here we are, we're almost to Valentine, and as you can see, I am whistling for my main horse. If you hold that whistle button all the way, it will do a long whistle, and that long whistle makes your horse follow you. So anytime you're leaving without your horse, always long whistle, or you'll be stuck. But here we are, we're in Valentine, we're getting into the stable right now. This is the easiest way to do it. If you have any questions, just let me know.